Hello. This is producer of Untrue Stories with your host Swortz, the robot. Last episode, a mistake was made, and we would like to apologize to the late, great Andy Griffith. See, Swartz said Andy Griffin by mistake, and we couldn't be more sorry. To make up for this, we summoned the ghost of Andy Griffith to introduce the show today.
Well, what's going on? Am I in Mayberry?
Yes, motherfucker, and I'm Barney Fife. Just read this.
All right, now. It's Untrue Stories with your host, Swortz. Starring Swortz, the robot, and little Ronnie Howard.
Oh, hey, Swartz.
Are we recording?
Yes.
Without me?
Yes. Hey, pothead, look who's here. It's Andy Griffin.
Mr. Griffith, I am truly sorry for all of this. I'm just plumb confused is all. I'd like to return to my afterlife paradise now. Well, do it to it, Andy, because I got a big old lie to tell. Hello and welcome to Untrue Stories, Episode 7. We are in for a real treat today, as of course we are recording from the state-of-the-art studio, not from the rotting carcass of a dead walrus. We have a guest who truly puts me to shame in the untrue department. A man who went on a national tour of complete and utter bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, blanket mogul, Mitch Windell.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Swortz. Good to be here and good to see you.
Man, it smells like crack up in here. Mitch, I thought you quit.
I did quit. I did. I smoked a tiny bit because I'm nervous.
No need to be nervous, Mitch. I'm not going to attack you. You're here because of your tireless efforts to promote untruth.
Oh, you silly Billy. I knew this was going to be a hit piece. You liberals are all the same.
Mitch, I want to assure you this is a safe place. Also, I think guns are pretty rad.
Oh, great. So you're going to shoot me?
No, Mitch, I just want to hear your untrue story.
Okay. So where do we go from here?
It's time for Untrue Stories with your host, Mitch.
Hello, America, and welcome to Untrue Stories. I'm your host, Mitch, and today we have a story for you about a man that should be president. The year was 2020, and a great injustice was done to one of the most honest, genuine, caring American presidents the world has ever seen.
Mitch, that's quite an impressive boner you've got there.
Oh, shucks, it's just a boner. It'll go down. Anyways, this president was doing great things for the country.
Like what?
Great things, you know. Outstanding things.
I like the fast food buffet thing.
Oh, yeah, that was great. I was allowed to eat whatever they didn't finish.
You look hungry, Mitch. Do you want a sandwich or some water or juice?
Yeah, that would be swell. I didn't have time to grab lunch.
Plus, the fact that you're about to lose all of your money defending someone who is clearly using you is probably going to be a bear in the future. Oh, and your hard-on didn't go down.
I'm just very excited to eat. This isn't poisoned, is it?
No, you're doing that to yourself, buddy. Continue with your story.
So anyways, the internet and the Chinese changed all the votes so the president would lose.
Sorry to interrupt again. You don't think it was his behavior or lack of compassion or complete mishandling of the pandemic, do you?
Talk about untrue. You probably wake up every morning and make out with Joe Biden's picture.
Not true. I start every morning with a joint, and then I dry hump your blanket to your commercials.
Oh, great, now my boner is back.
Well, can't be back if it didn't go away in the first place. Go ahead with your story. I'm sorry.
Okay, so aliens from outer space came in and changed the votes to let Joe Biden win, and I have proof.
Aliens, huh? I thought it was the Chinese.
You see, Swortz, listen here, pal. There's so many ways the election was stolen. Aliens, the internet, the internet from China, Godzilla, too.
Mitch, so I just sit down and let my brain do the writing, and I think you do the same thing. I'm worried about you, Mitch. I'm worried that you're going to wind up being punished and the guy you're defending isn't going to do a damn thing to help you.
Not true. At my symposium, we broke the truth, and he called me to tell me how good I did.
Mitch, that was me. That was me prank calling you. I have a recording.
Matt, it's the president. Great job. People didn't want to know the truth, Matt. They didn't want to know, and you told them. The press, fake news, is going to be very rude to you. Said you did something wrong. But don't buy into it. I was the greatest sitting president since President Whitmore. Sure, he killed aliens and was the hero of the movie. But I'm the hero of the country, Matt. I wasn't fair and square, Matt. Thank you again, Matt, and thank you for the ShamWow, or whatever. It's been great, but not as great as I am.
Oh, thank you.
See?
Boy, you really fooled me that night.
Yes, it's not hard to pull the wool over your eyes.
Oh, shucks, maybe I should quit while I'm ahead and just stick to selling blankets.
That's the spirit. And that's how the host of Untrue Stories made a former crackhead stop pissing away his money on shouting voter fraud with zero proof. And got him to turn his life around. Until next time,
wait! I want to do a quick ad. I came up for something I just thought of.
What?
I want to do an ad for you in a new product that I just thought of.
I'm flattered.
Hello, America. If you thought my blanket was comfortable, wait till you try the Swortz blanket. Filled with curly and pubic beard hairs and scented with weed and tobacco. You too can pick up the Swortz blanket. Hey, thanks again, Swortz.
You got it. Stay tuned for the next episode of Untrue Stories. And hey, for all of you out there who feel that these might be too liberal for your taste, let me do a quick impression of the current president, Joe Biden.
Ice cream!
See, we can all get along. Thank you so much again for listening to Untrue Stories. We only have a few more episodes left this season. Thank you for everyone who's coming along the ride with us. It's been exciting, right? Very exciting. Well, I have to keep this under 10 minutes so I don't have to pay for the editing program that I use.
You're a cheap bastard, Swortz.
Shut up, Mr. Producer.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so unless you're footing the bill. Thank you again for listening to Untrue Stories. Good night. God bless. And get ready for Thanksgiving season, the real spooky season, big gatherings with family.